Hey, what is up, everybody? Depraved Slasher, and we are back with music review. So, a lot of people seem to like Tom MacDonald and want to see what I think of some of his other music other than his Mac Lethal disses, and I think I also did Straight White Male. Actually, I really like Tom MacDonald. I've heard almost all his music that he's put videos out to so far. I have not heard anything non-video like, but I'm kind of waiting to see if he puts videos out for them. So I'm more or less doing a review of Politically Incorrect. It's actually one of my probably favorite Tom MacDonald songs. And I just want to give you guys my opinion on it. So hopefully you guys like it. And I'm going to have some things to say about it just because I really love the message of the song. So let's go ahead and let's jump into this.
My generation's afraid of opinions. Y'all so intolerant. They're ashamed of themselves because they're privileged and white, or they're black and the opposite. You get charged with harassment for hugging a woman or giving a compliment. Y'all way too sensitive yet offended to death. Bring all the coffins in.
Right! That is something I never understood. And it's something I hate about our society. Like, a part of life is meeting somebody and falling in love. And for a guy, for most guys, it's trying to find a woman. And it's like, you can literally go up to a woman that you find attractive and you would like to get to know. And I'm not saying try to sleep with. I fully understand sexual harassment charges if like you're rude and lewd about talking to a woman. But it is, you could technically get charged with sexual harassment just for going up to a woman and being like, hey, I think you're beautiful. Would you like to go out on a date? Those words alone can get you charged with sexual harassment, and it is bullshit. As a guy, you pretty much have to wait for a girl to express interest in you, which is so ass backwards from the way that it should be. Now, I'm not saying all women are like, bitches and are quick to do that, but I'm just saying it is a possible outcome.
In the compliment. Y'all way too sensitive yet offended to death. Bring all the coffins in. I swear that y'all are mad at everything that don't affect your life. Hey, I swear that y'all believe that being offended just means that you're right. Hey, I swear that y'all just want to be the only ones who everyone lies. Hey, I swear at you ninnies, you probably so triggered you cry. And nobody wants.
And that's true too, man. It's like anything you say to anybody can be considered offensive and politically incorrect. I try not to be politically incorrect on YouTube. I mean, I definitely say a lot of cuss words, I guess. That's just who I fucking am. But you can't say something negative about somebody without a million people coming back and be like, hey, you shouldn't have said that. I like this person. Or, hey, your opinions don't matter because we like that. Like, just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you should be slammed for having an opinion. It is okay to have healthy debates and healthy disagreements, people. Not everything has to lead to name calling and just being an asshole. And then you got your people that are trolls that just find it funny to go and try and irritate people, which I never understood that either. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like the last of a generation of people that actually just don't want to be assholes all the time. Who knows?
Hey, I swear at you ninnies, you probably so triggered you cry. And nobody wants to be real. Everyone's scared of how everyone feels. We become so ultra sensitive and hyper tolerant that honestly, honesty gonna be illegal.
And that's another thing. Another thing he says, back it up a second.
Ninnies, you probably so triggered you cry. And nobody wants to be real. Everyone's scared of how everyone feels.
Right there. He says nobody wants to be real and everyone's scared about how everyone feels. I'm going to say this now. Do I want you guys to like me and to subscribe to me and to support me? Yes. Do I care if you don't? No. And there is a difference, right? I only want the people here that want to be here. Like, if you don't like me, that's cool. I give zero fucks. I think I had a guy come in one time after my last Tom MacDonald reaction, came in and said, you pissed me off. And I mean, I responded, I was like, please explain. Because he didn't say how I pissed him off. I was curious. But at the same time, like, I don't care if I piss people off. And chances are it's probably because I stopped and rewound the video a few times to go over some of the lines that he dropped. And again, if you guys have a problem with a reactor, and it's not just me, It's almost every reactor. If you have a problem with a reactor stopping to talk about sections of a song like I'm doing here, whether it's No Life Shack, whether it's Art of Kicks, whether it's the Law Twins, whether it's script work, all of these big time reactors, and I know there's a few I would love to shout out that I just can't remember their fucking names right now. I'm subscribed to like 10 of them because I like reactions. But if you're going to a reaction channel to hear a song and not a reaction, first off, there's something fucking wrong with you. Why would you go to look at somebody's reaction if you don't want to hear them talk? And it's like a lot of people expect people to like just go like record our reactions, listen to the entire song, and then give our opinions at the end. Do you guys realize that most people click off of the channel when there's only a minute and a half left to go and the song's over? They don't care about the post-closing shit. Like, I don't understand why you guys get so mad at the stopping and going back and listening and trying to break shit down for you.
You probably so triggered you cry. And nobody wants to be real. Everyone's scared of how everyone feels. We become so ultra sensitive and hyper tolerant that honestly, honesty gonna be illegal. It's crazy y'all get so shocked and bothered from people saying things that aren't responsible. If that seems logical, y'all are weak then. If someone says retard, it ruins your weekend. And that's retarded. My hair been in braids because it looks hella awesome. Y'all like to scream.
I had a stepmom who had an LD child who would get mad when I said the word retarded. If you use, this is what I didn't get about it. And I mean, she's a great woman. Don't get me wrong. Even though she's not, I don't think she's with my dad anymore. I don't remember. But saying things are retarded, if you're using it in the technical term, in the technical sense, you're just saying it's slow. And I never understood when people get mad over people saying a word they don't like. Like, stop being so fucking sensitive, people. Like, seriously, again, am I, like, in the last generation of people that just don't give a fuck about what people say? The only thing I don't like is people using racial slurs, and I don't like when people use homophobic slurs in a demeaning and meant to be hurtful way. Again, I grew up in a time where calling things gay because they were stupid or bad or whatever was just normal, and I still don't, I don't know, it still doesn't bother me. I've definitely got myself out of the habit of using that word. I definitely say things like lame and stuff like that a lot more in an attempt to not offend people. But no, I don't get offended by people saying shit like that, as long as they're not going to somebody that is actually gay and saying it to hurt them. Like, that's when I have a problem with it. We shouldn't be out here trying to hurt people.
It's your weekend, and that's retarded. My hair been in braids because it looks hella awesome. Y'all like to scream I appropriate culture, but I don't hear nothing. I'm paying homage. Y'all are just trying to get likes on your comments, Googling quotes that are socially conscious, and saying you're woke doesn't make you a prophet. It makes you a liar and stupid obnoxious. Always on that blah, blah. Y'all should keep it to yourselves. Miss me with that drama. You must think I'm someone else. Cause y'all don't wanna with me. Cause I don't feel the pressure. No, I will not be censored. I'm not afraid, that's why they with me. My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me.
That is my only complaint with this song, is it is censored. And he says, you're not going to censor me. It's a little oxymoronic. But, dude, I love this song. I really do. And it's got such a for real message to it. I just like Tom MacDonald, man. And he refuses to sign with a major label. Like, he's going to stay independent because, and he's right, you sign with a label, all of a sudden you've got people telling you what you can and you can't say. And at what point do you stop being an actual artist if you're being told what you can and can't do? Or can and can't say in music's terms. Like, it ruins the point of artistry. And it also goes back to another reason I like independent artists. Most of them don't have people writing their songs for them. And I grew up in a day and age, again, where if you weren't writing your own music as a hip-hop artist, then you were considered trash. Like, we didn't deal with all the ghostwriting shit. We didn't like it. It was along the same lines if you were a singer and you lip sync, and you were a lip singer, like you lip synced to your music and you didn't actually sing. Jessica Simpson. Was it Jessica Simpson? I think so. And I have a lot of respect for Tom for that, because he's going to stay independent. He's going to stay doing saying what he wants to say. And honestly, I think hip hop and his career is better off for it.
Be Halloween, for one evening only, you wear what you want. Unless it's a poncho, a headdress, or afro, you'll piss someone off. Hey, I'd say...
You know how many articles I've seen where people get so mad at Halloween costumes where people are painting their face black because it's usually a white person trying to be a black person for Halloween, and they're like, oh, they're running around with blackface. Bitch, it's Halloween! And it's not meant to be a racial fucking thing. It's to look more like the fucking character. Be like, if I wanted to be Mr. T for Halloween, I mean, I wouldn't, because I prefer to be horror movie villains for Halloween. It's just me. But if I wanted to be Mr. T, how stupid would I walk around looking like a white Mr. T? I mean, seriously. Again, I won't, just because, like I said, I prefer to be Freddy's and Jason's and shit like that. That's my thing. I'm a depraved slasher for a reason. I love my slasher horror movies. I'm just saying. Stop getting so fucking pissed off at stupid shit, people.
Unless it's a poncho, a headdress, or afro, you'll piss someone off. Hey, I'd say Merry Christmas, but I know that it's about to be gone if religious freedom's such a dire issue. Why you dress like a priest in October for fun?
Right.
Don't let them censor your thoughts. Don't let them make you regret that you talked. Don't let them tell you that nice is the law, trying to make you all righter with nothing.
Don't let them censor your thoughts. Why is that impactful more so right now for most of us YouTubers than it probably should be? So for what a lot of you don't know, again, just me proving I'm not here for the money. I mean, I don't have enough subscribers to get monetized anyways. We're about halfway there. No, because we're not even at 400 yet. I'm at like 375. So let me just kind of break this down for you, right? So YouTube has this new algorithm thing that they've implemented where it scans your videos when it's processing on the upload, right? And if you cuss, you say any of the words you're not supposed to say, except for damn. I think damn is the one word that is allowed. But if you cuss, so if you say things like fuck, shit, stuff like that, if you cuss, they will demonetize your videos because your content is not ad friendly. So we have now approached a situation where YouTube is no longer about you and the videos you make. I mean, there are content creators out there that do family-friendly stuff, and they've been doing it for a very long time. How can you sit here and tell me that if I'm reacting to a video where somebody is cussing that I can't, first off? And second off, I mean, most of us wouldn't be able to make money off of reactions anyways, because most of the artists claim their stuff. Again, I don't care. It's their music. I get it. Not a big deal to me. YouTube is trying to force us all into this family-friendly section of content and basically telling us to not be who we are. We cannot be ourselves because there's people out there that are watching. And understand this, I cuss just as much for you guys as I cuss in front of my kids. And a lot of people may look at that and be like, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. But I'm not trying to shelter my kids from what the reality of the world is. I'm not. My kids, and a lot of you guys have probably, again, questioned my parenting on this. My kids don't cuss. I don't let them cuss. And I've even told them, I was like, once you guys turn 18, I won't care. That's what my parents did to me. I said, but right now you're children. You're not allowed to say those words. And they don't, at least not around me. Now, at the same time, I'm also the type of parent, for instance, I'm not going to subject my kids to something that I don't think they're going to be able to take. And what I mean by that is like in a movie's instance. Right now, I may not let my kids watch very many movies with sexually explicit content because I don't think they're really, I mean, my son's getting around that age where, my son's 13 and he's getting to that point where he'll be watching rated R movies and stuff like that anyways. But like my daughter loves horror movies. My daughter's only 7. And she gets it from me. But I don't really let my son watch horror movies because it gives him nightmares. It doesn't give my daughter nightmares. She actually enjoys them. She finds them funny. She understands they're just movies. They're just people acting the parts. And we've tried to get that through to my son as well, but it's been a little harder for him to grasp. But he's also a very innocent soul. He's the type of person that will get mad at me if I step on a bug. He's that sensitive of a person. So I understand that. And my kids are very drastic in the way they feel about stuff like that, and I love it. But yeah, over and above all, I guess my problem with all of this is, and it's not just YouTube, it's media, music, and stuff like that in general, right? The powers that be are trying to take our ability to do what we do away from us because most of us as parents won't parent. Like, I do keep an eye on what it is that my kids watch. If it's something I feel like they shouldn't be watching, I tell them not to watch it. Parents don't do that. Too many parents nowadays just don't care. And that's a part of the problem and why people like myself and other YouTubers will probably never be able to truly get monetized off their videos because they're trying to force us into family-friendly content because parents won't do their responsibility as a parent and raise their kids. They're looking at us as like we're the ones raising their kids, and we're not. We're just here to entertain. It's no different than listening to a really raunchy comedian. Like, you wouldn't take your kids to a comedy show to do that. Why are you letting them on YouTube watching whatever it is that they want to fucking watch? I don't know. I have rambled on way too long, and I am so sorry.
Let them make you regret that you talked. Don't let them tell you that nice is the law, trying to make you all righter when nothing is wrong. Yeah, words hurt you, clothes hurt you, memes hurt you, jokes hurt you, we hurt you. Half the time you don't even probably know what hurt you, but you're super mad. Trust, we heard you. You a pawn in a broken system. Are you triggered much? You been showing symptoms. Y'all are so addicted to being hopeless victims. Y'all can crash a plane and blame the road conditions. And
y'all could crash the plane and blame the road conditions. Let that sink in. Y'all are so into playing the victim, you could crash the plane and blame the road conditions. I'm just saying.
We're showing symptoms. Y'all are so addicted to being hopeless victims. Y'all can crash a plane and blame the road conditions. And your only sickness is your social vision. Makes you scared of choices, but you pro decisions. So you march a lot, but never go the distance. Yelling way too loud until no one listens. Always on that blah, blah. Y'all should keep it to yourselves. Miss me with that drama. You must think I'm someone else. Cause y'all don't wanna with me. Cause I don't feel the pressure. No, I will not be censored. I'm not afraid, that's why they with me. My name will be remembered. And I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me. You look like the devil, you sound like some Christians. You just want a medal for asking permission. You just want a pat on the back in addition to being so tolerant. Fine, I admit it, you're nicer, you're better.
This video is making me sound like a dick. Sorry, guys.
You just want a pat on the back in addition to being so tolerant. Fine, I admit it, you're nicer, you're better, you're righter, you're brilliant, most sensitive creatures in all of existence. My freedom of thought should be censored with prison. The world would be better if we weren't so different.
Let me explain that. What he's saying is the world would be better if we weren't so different. Like, if we were all the same, the world would be a better place because we would all understand how we all think. We would all understand what our intentions are. But that's the thing. We are all different. We all have difference of opinions. We all have different thoughts. And we as human beings need to understand that and need to be more accepting of other people's opinions. It's okay to disagree. Like, it is. I'm not going to get into like my political beliefs, but I've disagreed with some of my friends on politics, which it doesn't happen. We don't talk about politics. I fucking hate politics in general, okay? But even with political differences, me and my friends don't argue over it. We disagree and agree on different things. And it's not just with political beliefs. It's also with religious beliefs. Like, I was raised as a Christian, and I do claim it as my religion. Am I a very good one? Actually, I'm probably better than a lot of them that are out there, because the difference between me and most Christians is I love people regardless, like I'm supposed to, and not damn people for being different, if that makes sense. But raised as and being a Christian, I have friends that are atheists. I have friends that are Muslim, and we get along perfectly fine. And it's just, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, it's okay to be different. It's okay to think different things and still be polite about it. Like, if anything, I usually ask people to learn more about what they're into, just so I know more about them as an individual. Like, I probably know more now about the Muslim religion than I thought I ever would, just because the friends that I have that are Muslim, I've asked them questions about their religion. And they never looked at me as somebody that was trying to tear them down for it. Just, I wanted to be informed. I just wanted to know. But yeah, man, just be you. Stop worrying about what fucking people think, and stop getting bent out of shape for when people say stupid shit. Like, it's not a hard concept.
Since my freedom of thought should be censored with prison, the world would be better if we weren't so different. Always on that blah, blah. Y'all should keep it to yourselves. Miss me with that drama.
I want to know how much he paid to be able to stand on that cop car.
Cause y'all don't wanna with me. Cause I don't feel the pressure. No, I will not be censored. I'm not afraid, that's why they with me. My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for Tom MacDonald's Politically Incorrect. Hopefully I didn't talk your guys' ear off too much. Like I said, I had a lot of things to say about this song. It's one of the reasons that, like, it's the one I picked to review. Anyways, if you guys liked the review, be sure to slash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below, what did you think of Tom MacDonald's Politically Incorrect? Be sure to check the description below for my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my Discord. And as always, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching, and I cannot wait to see you depraved people later. Peace.